All right,
Hey,
guys, good morning. Welcome to another webinar, another one for the new year, the first one for the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm really excited to kick off 2021 with you guys. Like each and every month, we do start off the month with Facebook basics for real estate professionals. As we guys have probably figured out by now, Facebook is always changing. Um, Lots of changes, lots of navigating new menu bars and just finding out where everything goes and where it's at because it does like to make changes quite a bit. So with that, going to jump into a quick slideshow or just PowerPoint presentation, go through some numbers with you guys, obviously just create some value around why you should be on Facebook and using your Facebook business page to the best of your ability. From there, we'll jump over to a live environment. We're going to just look at Facebook to take you around some of the navigation, getting oriented, acclimated to where things are, and then creating yourself, if you haven't already, a Facebook business page. If you already have a page, no problem. What we'll do is we'll crank through creating one really quick for our new listeners. And then from there, we'll go into some places where you can make some edits and changes, some tactics and tricks and tips and things that I can offer you guys up for creating an awesome page. So, like we normally do, let's get no music. Let's get right into it. We always have awesome sponsors with us here at West USA who support all you agents in all your endeavors and in your business. And so this morning, excited to have Shelly Scroff with us from OneGuard Home Warranty. Full disclosure, I do have my warranty through Home OneGuard. They are awesome over there, and they always love to jump in and share what's going on with them. So good morning, Shelly. How are you?
good morning. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. A little cold, but hanging in there. Happy New Year.
Exactly. Well, here in home warranty, I'm always excited when it's cold.
Yeah, I hear you.
Being a little bit further away from AC season.
Yeah, and I know I was just talking to my wife about that. I'm like, I'm looking forward to the little blast that you guys put out, before the season gets going. Get that checkup. Make sure your unit is in good shape before you get into 110-degree weather, right?
Absolutely. And that will be probably coming up in February, I believe. I know it's still cool, but we always start our HVAC tune-ups in February. But yeah, but Happy New Year, everyone. So glad to join you today. I know 2020 has definitely been challenging for home warranty industry in general. With everyone being home, claims have been up for sure. Parts have been delayed. Contractors have been working hard. Our company has been working extremely hard trying to get, things repaired and replaced for your clients. And I just actually got some new stats this morning. So as of
Ooh,
right now, on our BBB site, we are an A rating, and as far as reviews go, we are at like a 4.15 out of 5 stars, which is really great. And then
nice.
also some other stats. Google reviews were 4 out of 5 stars, Consumer Affairs 4.2 out of 5 stars, and then our Consumer Advocate is 4.8 out of 5 stars, which is really awesome. So it really shows that OneGuard has been, working hard, especially in 2020, to make sure everyone is getting serviced and staying happy and being able to utilize that home warranty and get full effects out of it. But if you have any questions, I will put my information in the chat here. But it's so important now with everyone working from home, probably even still into 2021, that you do refer a good home warranty company that's going to take care of them. And hopefully we can be that company for you. And I'd love to partner with you and be that choice for home warranty. So thanks so much. Thanks, Keith.
Yeah, absolutely, Shelly. And I could attest to your guys' excellent quality of service because, I do, one claim a year, maybe two, thankfully, nothing crazy. But you guys have always been responsive. When you put in a ticket or a request for service, everybody is also always responsive. And then whoever comes out is out within a day, and I know that's not all the cases, but it's been awesome. So we even had an incident over, was it Memorial Day weekend last year? And it was like a 4-day weekend, and you're like, oh my gosh, we have no AC. So,
Right.
yeah, so definitely, thank you for taking the time and joining us, Shelly. Certainly appreciate it. Everybody has any questions, reach out to her. Her email address is also there. I'm sure she'd love to hear from you guys.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, bye, Shelly. Take care. And next we have Jill St. Croix from Great American Title. Always a pleasure to speak with you, Jill. Happy New Year. How are you?
I'm great, Keith. Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. Yeah, what's cracking in your world these days?
You know, it's just crazy around here. Everything that I'm reading and seeing and hearing is that our industry is just going to continue to just carry on like it is. There's not going
Yeah,
to be any slowdown. Inventory is still going to be tight, so you guys are going to have to fight. Um, and I can help you do that. I can help you with a lot of things. When you have listings, I can help get them out. I can put them on my Facebook page and
right.
help you advertise them. I can property blast them for you. So we can get a lot of traffic driven, even though you probably get about, I don't know, 20 contracts on a good
Right.
property. But it's always being able to choose the best one for your client. So let me help you with some marketing on the listing side. And if you want to try to find some buyers or help your buyers find some properties, we can do some other pretty creative things too. We've been doing some farming where a client came to me and said that their client wanted to live in a particular area, and
Mhm.
we created a door hanger for him to take out, and he actually got somebody that wanted to sell, so he was able to satisfy his client and get the listing and double dip.
That is awesome. Yeah, there's obviously a plethora of different ways for agents to get the word out there that they are A, in business, and B, a preferred realtor. So I know you guys have a lot of diverse opportunities for agents to market themselves. And so I encourage anybody who's listening that would want to work and connect with Jill. Um, they do some great work. And you guys also help out with social media posts too, right?
We do quite a bit. Yes, we do a monthly social media guide so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every month. You can just look at what day it is and create something fun to put out there. And we also have, without a doubt, some of the best escrow people in the industry here. So don't forget that side of the transaction, because that has
Mhm.
to go well too. So give
Yeah,
us a
absolutely.
shout, give us a try. I think you'll be really happy.
Well, Jill, thank you so much. As always, I appreciate chatting with you, and certainly look forward to connecting more this year as we move on. So
Oh
enjoy the
yeah,
rest of
I
your day.
and you too. I can't wait till we can have some live in-house classes again and see everybody's
Oh,
faces.
yeah, that's one of the we've enjoyed pivoting and using technology to our advantage. But I certainly do miss being in person with a lot of our agents. Especially that immediate feedback with my bad dad jokes. So miss that.
I heard a couple of bad dad jokes this morning, but I'll share them with you later.
Well, I look forward to connecting. So,
Okay.
well, thanks,
Have a great
Jill.
class.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye. All
Bye.
right, guys, let's get rocking and rolling. Definitely don't want to take up too much of your time. Lots to go through, but when we're thinking about Facebook and our social media, there's a lot to it, and I know that a lot goes into it. But like anything, what we put into it, we're going to get out of it. And so, highly recommend, encourage you guys to take advantage of your business page if you haven't already. Revamp it. Good time to kind of look at 2021, what you did, what you didn't do, like anything, implementing something, measuring it, seeing how it works. If it's great, then duplicating it. If not, fixing it. And so as we rock and roll through the webinar this morning, feel free to jump into the chat box there or the question box. Any questions you have about your social media or where I'm at in the process going through, if you get stuck, feel free to jump in there, ask a question. I will read those and help out when we move along. And as a reminder, like all of our webinars and all of our educational classes that we have here at West USA, they are recorded. So if you have to jump off, take a call, or not able to complete the webinar, or if you want to look at any of our past classes, Canva, Instagram, Snapchat, not Snapchat, sorry, Facebook, personal branding, all of them live on our West USA YouTube channel. You can capture and get a lot of information from our channel. All of our episodes on the past are there, and of course, this one will be there after today. So the benefits of using your Facebook business page as a real estate agent, one of the big things is actually just showing up in a general search result on the internet. There was an announcement just about a month ago recently that Instagram is going to be opening up, and I would imagine Facebook shortly to follow if they aren't already have decided to. They're going to start opening up some of the content that lives on those platforms so that it's more searchable, meaning that as you're posting content on Instagram, you're posting your listings, you're talking about real estate, any aspect of the contract, you want to be sure to use those important keywords because the content will start to be, will be indexed. Social indexing is going to be the next evolution of the search engines and really getting a lot of that content out there. And so as a real estate agent, as a business owner, an entrepreneur, make sure you're using those keyword rich posts so that your content will start showing up and help you be more discoverable with those search engines. Appear to a wider audience. People won't have to be logged into their accounts in order to see your content, which is great. And then also too with Facebook, there's some great insights in there. You'll see how your page is performing, the content you're putting out there. If what's working is great, what's not. You can look at your content at a clip and see who was engaging, who liked your content, who forwarded it, who shared it, and that's important because that's the content you want to replicate, and you'll get to know what your audience is looking for. Advertising is a big one with Facebook. At the end of the day, Facebook is a marketing company, publicly traded, large shareholder base. They want their revenue, so they are, and that's why they make a lot of revenue. Their platform, though, is still one of the most cost-effective ways to reach people for a few dollars a post, a few dollars a day, which is really nice for you agents who are cost conscious. Reviews is awesome too. A lot of folks go on there to review your your engagement, working with you. If your reviews are on there, people are learning about you, reading the reviews from others who have worked with you, and that's a great way for folks to basically vet you out and see if they want to continue or pick you up as an agent. So Facebook consumption and engagement. I have a lot of folks, tell me, oh, I hear Facebook's dying, or, not a lot of people are using Facebook. It's still one of the largest platforms. It is the largest platform for social media with 2.5 billion active users. You still have a lot of people logging on to their social media on a daily basis. And here by the stats, you can see Facebook's very active, and 76% of those active users are logging on daily, 15% weekly, and then 7 less often. So in comparison with Instagram right behind it, I would even say, I know this stats these are a little bit old, about 6 months, but Instagram is quickly gaining in popularity, especially with the younger demographic, millennials, influencers, and if anybody is or targeting millennials as an agent, great place to be. So highly recommend that. Of course, next week, I'm just looking here on the calendar. Next week, I will be doing Instagram Basics class for agents. So chime in next week and we'll go through the use of Instagram and creating your account for you. The goal for you guys when using your Facebook business page, obviously is building an audience, gaining exposure, building those relationships, and connecting with folks on a social media platform. And more now than ever, especially with COVID and not being able to get out there and be face to face with a lot of folks. We're not able to just kind of drop what we're doing, go do open houses. Not a lot of open houses lasting long considering how competitive it is and the low inventory. So Facebook's gonna allow you to work more at scale and to grow your audience and connect with your folks, and you could do a number of different cool things to showcase yourself as an agent. Connecting with other local businesses is a big plus for you when using your business page. You as a real estate agent, as a professional in the area, hyper niche, local community focus, getting into your neighborhood community closed groups, great way for you to connect to other businesses in the area. You being the expert, quote unquote, for that neighborhood, you should probably know where all the mom and pop restaurants are, nightlife, nonprofit, community centers, places like that. And they all have business pages. And so naturally, as an agent, you're going to want to like their page as your page, and then build those relationships with the business owners so that you can further grow your knowledge about the community. And when you come time to sell a home, you are definitely a knowledge expert for the area. Enhancing your online marketing. Clearly, there's a lot of tools that Facebook offers to help you get the word out. Of course, they'll always be happy to take your money if you want to boost a post or spend some money on ad dollars. And then last, developing an online personality. People get to know you. Facebook allows you an opportunity to be genuine, authentic, through the use of video, high-res images. Fantastic opportunity for you guys to really hone your marketing, your personal branding. And so building that personality and that persona online is important. As I mentioned, 2.5 billion users and growing. That's a lot of people chiming in and jumping on a social media platform. Certainly advantageous for you guys to be there. 1.62 billion users visit Facebook daily. That makes up your 76%, 75% of those on a daily basis. Over 70% of Facebook users log on 6 to 10 times a day. Whoa, no, we did not end that. Your active daily users are, whether they're, in the lobby or waiting in line somewhere, unfortunately behind the wheel of their vehicle, they are jumping onto Facebook and consuming content in little clips, 5, 10, 15, 20-minute segments. And in fact, you can actually use, if you're on iPhone, you can actually, look at your usage of your phone and what you spend on social media, which is really crazy. Facebook now shows you just how much we are consumed by our phones and how much we use our phones on a daily basis. And they'll even break down how long you've been on Facebook. In this case, I've already been on for 5 minutes on my mobile device this morning. So that adds up, and anytime you've got people spending 45 minutes on average a day on a platform, I can't imagine why no one would want to be on there with their business. 88% of Facebook users are on the platform or staying connected with family and friends. So great place for you guys to build your business and then encourage those folks for referrals. Your content you put out there is really going to help build your audience. Highest traffic occurs midday, Wednesday and Thursdays, so be mindful of that. Those seem to be the days that folks are most active on social media. No secret why I'm on here on Thursdays, so we're all on social media and learning about that. And then lastly, 74% of Facebook users are higher income earners, both that and Instagram, believe it or not. Traditionally, higher income learners, higher education, so this certainly is our demo that we're looking for. Highly qualified buyer is what we all looking for when it comes to our business. So that was my last slide. So let me change over here to my screen real quick, and we will, okay, what are we doing here? Oh, there we go, share. All right, we're gonna switch over to another screen, and then we will jump into Facebook. Okay, there we go. All right, so if you haven't already done so, if you want to follow along, you can obviously log into your Facebook account. You do need to have a personal Facebook page in order to have a business. I would hope we're all there and have that up and running. Creating a page is not difficult at all. There's a lot you can do with the new look. And probably in the last 6 months, yeah, probably about that. I think we all switched over mid part of last year. Facebook rolled out the new look, the new platform. I do not believe you can switch back to the old one. Nope, no longer they're available on the right-hand side. The old look, I can't really remember what it even looks like. It's been a lot of changes. Our main page here, when you log into your account, I just wanted to show you guys the home tab here in the upper top corner or the top left side. When you guys log on to Facebook, you're always going to see your main feed here, all the people you follow, all your business associates, connections, video, posts, you name it. When you log on to your Facebook page, you'll always see the main page here and connected. When you have a chance, or if you'd love to now, feel free to navigate to westusa.com. In the upper left-hand corner of your Facebook page, you can simply perform a search and search for West USA Realty. These are previous searches, so that's why they're all aggregating and populating for me. West USA Realty, our main page, has 3.5 thousand likes, so you'll know that page there. Of course, there's our cover photo. And when you find our main page, if you haven't already done so, feel free to click on the like button and like the page. Once you do that, then you'll start to hopefully see our content in your feed. The great thing about our main page is it primarily is agent focused. We don't have a lot of consumers who jump on there, but they do for reviews from time to time. But for you as a real estate agent, it's a great way for you to stay connected with us here at the brokerage and find out what's happening in our community with classes, events, recognition, Case in point, yesterday's post for my class today, so glad you're here. And then scrolling through, you can see our content. We love to do things like recognizing new agents who have joined the brokerage in the previous month. From there, we have our newsletter that just rolled out for the new year, new month. Each and every month we roll out a newsletter called Westwards. And so just a general overview of our main page will give you an idea of the content we push out, anything changing in the industry, updates, classes, recognition of top producers for the previous month, other webinars coming up. So it's important for you guys to keep an eye on that. The fun thing about our main page is that if you ever see any content that you like, our main cover photo or any imagery, you're always more than welcome, since it's branded, to go ahead and take that and use it for your business page. I know I have a lot of agents who ask, hey, where do I get cover photos that have our logo? And I do teach a class on Canva, so we'll always jump into how to create business page or cover photos for your business page using the logo, and then from there you'll have so always have some great content for your social media posts when it comes to using stuff that we put out there for you. So all right, so that's about it. Oh yeah, actually one more thing. If you are an agent with West USA, one of our other awesome opportunities for you to connect with agents is doing a search for West USA Realty, and then once you hit enter, search results will pop up. On the left hand side over here towards the bottom, I'm gonna click on groups, and from there, when you click on groups, that's gonna take you and it's gonna filter out West USA, the keyword West USA Realty, but it's going to show you all the groups that have that key phrase in the name of the group. And each and every one of our branch locations has its own closed group, and that closed group is made up of all the real estate agents out of that branch. And so find your branch if you haven't done so already. Scroll through there and click on the join button. You can connect with your branch manager. All the other agents out of the branch, as well as corporate office staff, are in there as well. The great thing about our closed groups is there's no one in there other than West USA agents and our staff. Then there's no solicitation. You don't have any vendors in there. We like to keep it very pure, and an opportunity for you guys to connect with other agents from the brokerage. You'll hear about updates about classes, things that are happening, office meetings, what else, manager announcements, recognition, and so on. I often post in those closed groups, so you'll probably see my posts quite a bit. So once you go ahead and like on that group, you'll be all set to go. And then from there, you can connect, ask folks to help sit like an open house, or recommendations for contractors or landscaping. I mean, you name it. It's always a great opportunity to connect with other folks in the group, in the area. All right, so back to our main page. Just want to take you guys around navigation here. Let's see, that's going to show me the creator. So let's do this. We're going to go click on the home tab in the upper top part of your bar here. As you've already seen, like the navigation, you've got your search on the left. The house is your home, so it always takes you back to your personal home feed. The next one there is video. So this is going to be watch. That tab there is going to basically show everybody all the content, all the video that's being posted. Watch is a aggregate of all the videos that creators are putting on. Everything, news clips. Pretty busy news cycle yesterday, if anybody was paying attention. So quite a bit in the way of news that's happening. Watch is popular. You'll see a lot of video on there. We are well over 80% of content on Facebook now consists of video. So if you haven't implemented video into your marketing strategy, highly recommend doing so. Next tab over there on the center is Marketplace. So anybody looking to sell something, you guys know probably by now that you can either buy, purchase, sell, search on the Marketplace. So I know I've done a few things on there. It's myself. It's really nice to know who you're selling something to. You're not just meeting somebody from Craigslist in a dark parking lot. So from there, the groups tab, you'll notice that these 5 across the top groups, excuse me, has been prominently placed at the top. Last year's Super Bowl, Facebook spent like over $5 million on 2 Super Bowl ads, and it was just about groups. It wasn't about Facebook. It was specifically about groups, groups that are around interests, groups that are around um, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Groups around neighborhood communities, which I'll jump a little bit into. But I do have a separate class solely on groups and getting in there and working your group. And then last one's for gaming. So any gamers, not really anything real estate related gaming wise. So just a tab there for you guys. But when back at your home feed again, clicking on the home tab, in the upper right hand corner, you will see your name and your profile photo. Clicking on that will always take you to your personal page. That literally is what I look like right now. This is my setup at home. I am doing the webinar from home today. So fortunate to have some good tech in front of me to provide you guys an awesome webinar. So from there, that's your personal page. So just differentiating your personal page from your business page is always important. I like to use two different, excuse me, I like to use two different profile photos for my personal and my business. That's an immediate indication of what I'm doing and which one I'm on. Often we have agents get a little confused by that. So I always say keep your photos separate, especially with your business page. It's an industry standard for professional headshots. So use something like that so that people know immediately. Keith Flynn, real estate agent. That's who he is. I recognize him, and go from there. And the right next to your name, where it says right here your first name, and then that's your personal page, there's a plus symbol. Now that plus symbol, it will allow you to create, and not just your business page, but create a lot of different stuff. Whether you're creating a story, you're creating a room for video chat with anyone, your page, which we're going to go through here in a second, ads, groups, events, market listings, fundraisers. There's a number of things that you can do to create on Facebook. And as a real estate agent, any one of those aspects is going to help you with getting exposure and pushing out content through your business page. And so I highly suggest exploring some of these other opportunities, running ads, especially creating closed groups around an interest. We'll get into some tactics there for you as well. But we're going to focus on creating a page. So right here on the right-hand side, we're going to click on page. And you've got a basic blank template for creating a page. Now, I've been doing this for a little bit, so I have seen the evolution of creating a page morph and change, and it was super glitchy, and then we had very tedious setup. A lot of things over the years have changed in navigating it. I think this has been the best one to date. So just know that there's been a lot of struggles when creating a page and choosing your categories and choosing your name. And so it's very nice to see that they clean this up, very minimalistic. But on the left-hand side is your form. If you're creating a business page, again, if you already have one, there's no need for you to create another page that will confuse you. But for those who are creating a page with me today, on the left-hand side is your create a page information. So they're only asking for 3 bits of information. In this case, page name is important. You'll hear from a lot of folks, I've seen all kinds of names when it comes to creating your page. Best share practice is your first and last name, dash or hyphen, and then the name of your brokerage. Identifying yourself first, since you are your business, and then dash whatever brokerage you're with. Now, I may have to put like another, I might have to put 4 because I've got a couple training pages, so they may not let me do West USA Realty. So I'll just put the number 4 for the sake of this training, but there's no need for you to put a number there. So first and last name, dash West USA Realty. From there, choosing your category is easy to do because you're just going to start to type the word real. And as you do, Facebook will auto-populate in all the words or the word real, and then guesstimate what it is you're going for. In this case, real estate agent will be the first choice for you. So go ahead and click on real estate agent and go from there. You can choose up to 3 categories, but if you are just an agent, then there's really no need for you to put anything else. You're not a brokerage, you're not an investment. So if you are, that's great, but that one category will do. And then of course a short description, little bio, up to 255 characters. There's no need to actually create anything right now. I'll show you where you can do that later if you really don't have anything in mind. but just know that good description, just like an about us section on a website. Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do as an agent? Do you focus on a specific type of real estate, whether it's probate, investment, distressed sellers, new homes? Pretty much all encompassing. But if there's an area you want to focus on, or you have an opportunity to sell yourself here, tell us a little bit about you. Again, remember I talked about being authentic and genuine. Here's an opportunity for that you to share a little bit about yourself, and people could learn about you. So from there, we're going to go ahead and hit create page. As you can see, what's nice is as you're creating a page, on the right hand side is the desktop preview, and Facebook allows you to go through and start to add stuff to your Facebook business page, which is really nice. From here, next thing they're going to do is ask you to add a profile picture. Clicking on that tab on the left hand side will bring up then your obviously your saved images, and then we're going to find my headshot here, and I'm sorry, let's see if that populates right the way it should. It looks ugly there. Okay, next one, we're going to choose add a cover photo. Let's see if I can find a decent cover photo. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to use this little image right here, and it should be updating on the right hand side. There we go. All right. Now, if you notice where it says drag to reposition, if you ever have an image that's not quite fitting or to scale, you can move it around, manipulate a little bit. I know this isn't ideally the one I would use, but just for the sake of uploading, I'm going to use this one here. Now I'm curious, use a logo image to help you identify. Why has that not updated yet? Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and hit save from here. And as you can see on the right hand side, the cover photo loaded in, but not my profile pic. So we're going to find out what happened here. So nice thing about Facebook is they've gotten really good at kind of taking you through how to use their business page. The important next steps they have for you here: uploading images, creating a welcome post, inviting friends and family, and adding a page button for visitors. So with the business page, there is a call to action button there, we'll get through. But taking you through these steps here, which is really nice. Uploading images. So we've obviously uploaded a profile pic and a cover photo. They give you the dimensions. Now, whether you're stealing something from us or you're creating something on Canva, Canva is nice too because they already have all these presets loaded. So they know, let's see, I bet you didn't like my cover photo. So let's try this again. Let's find one. All right, here we go. Let's find, there we go. Let's see if that one's big enough for you. They should give us a little bit of an opportunity here to, there it is, edit it. So we can update the profile, we can zoom in a little bit, and there we go, good. So like I said, I recommend a professional headshot, but for the sake of the training, I just grabbed the first one that was available. Click on the save button there. Once we've gone and uploaded those 2 images, that's step 1 done. Creating a welcome post, which is really nice. Now we can click out of this stuff and just kind of get to the meat of the bone. But Facebook is basically coaching you guys on how to use the site and get something going. This helps people easily recognize you and create a post. Now, I'm not ready to create a post yet because I haven't really filled in all the other information of my about section, my hours of operation, phone number, email address. So I'm actually going to back out, and we'll click out of all this, and I'll take you through on my own here. All right, so from there, the 2 things that we've already done, the cover photo and the business page, look pretty good. You're all loaded up here. Here's where your profile photo lives. Here's your cover photo. Of course, like everything, I recommend change out your content on your cover photo at least once a month. Keep it fresh. Easy thing to do is just kind of follow the holidays. So as you noticed on our main business page, we had snow-covered mountains for January. Not that I'm looking out the window and seeing any snow right now in the mountains, but we all wish and hope it could be that way. But change out your cover photo. Have fun with it. Use this area, to showcase a luxury property or premium listing, or a collage of your past listings, maybe some market stats, something that's happening in a particular neighborhood, your end of the month review, on what the particular neighborhood was looking like, what the inventory levels are. Educating and providing value for your audience is awesome. People will start to come back to your business page when you have fresh, relevant content, and they'll start to really take notice, and that helps with brand recognition too. So that the next time they do have a need for buy or sell a home, or they know someone who does, they're going to remember, they're going to say, hey, Keith puts out a lot of cool stuff, even though I'm not really in the market. I do like to find out, watch my neighborhood, what's happening in the area. The neighbor's house down the street sold for $350. Cool. Well, now I have a bigger home and more amenities. And, people start to see you as the neighborhood expert, and you'll become memorable. And that's the goal at the end of the day. So with your business page, changing out your cover photo is important. From there, there's an add a button here, which is a call to action button. Now, this button is accessed primarily through a mobile device, which, if you haven't noticed, a majority of the content that's consumed through social media is on a mobile device. Well over 55% of content that's seen through social media is done on mobile. This call to action button will give folks an opportunity to either email you, call you. I'll take you through here in just a second. One said, I got a question here. Cool. What typically does a business Facebook site cost per month? They're free. That's the great thing about business pages. Facebook business pages do not cost anything. They are free to you. Now, if you advertise, you run ads, you create an ad, and then you advertise your services, or that you are in business or a listing, then there is a cost associated with that, but it's very minimal. The nice thing about Facebook is for a few bucks a post a day, you can get additional eyeballs on your content. And that's why Facebook really offers free business pages, because then now businesses are on there, and then they want to have more people than just their audience looking at their content. And so you have an opportunity to run ads. And that was the ad center that I showed you guys right here. You can create ads and really start to drive some traffic to your business page and to your listing. And it, by all accounts, when you get a listing, highly recommend running an ad, getting some exposure for the listing for a few bucks, minimal investment. You can get a couple hundred, even thousands more people looking at your listing for the house. So on the upper right-hand corner or the lower right-hand corner of your profile photo is add a button. Now, there are a number of different call to actions that you can add in here, whether you're you're booking now, or you're a restaurant for reservations. There's a number of different call to actions based on your industry. Now, obviously, there's going to be some that are not relevant to your industry, that being real estate, but call now, contact us, send a message, send an email. These are all very popular ones. Call now is really popular. So I'm going to select that one right here. So we're going to click on call now. What's the best phone number for people to reach you at? I'm going to go just choose our generic 602-942-4200 at our brokerage, and then hit save. What happens is now, there you go. You see that call to action button has changed. It says call now. If I'm on a mobile device and I'm visiting your business page, then I can click on that, and your phone number will pop up, and people can contact you right away. I'm going to edit that to show you guys some other ideas. I'm going to choose send a message, which would then automatically go to your messenger, your Facebook, or send an email. And then in this case, just choosing an email address, your email address will suffice. And then hitting save. Now what happens is that call to action button changes, and if they click on that from a mobile device and hit send email, it'll open up their email client, and then they can send you an email directly. So it just speeds up the possibilities for them to connect with you, which is really nice. All right. So moving right along on your business page, here in the center under your profile photo, you have home, services, reviews, and more. This little more tab is going to open another navigation screen here, a little pop-up, and provide your audience with some other areas of your business page that they can visit. We're going to scroll down right there and go to the About section. So again, from the navigation just below your profile photo, click on More, and then we're going to choose the About section. Now, in the About section, there's some additional areas that you'll want to fill out in regards to, as I mentioned earlier. You've got business hours, you have price range. So if you're selling any goods or you had a menu items, you can kind of give an idea of like what price range is. So that's not really relevant. You can ignore that one. Here under additional contact information is where I wanted to take you guys. You'll see right there, enter your website, phone number, email. So take a moment here and go through and click on these. And if you have a website, fantastic. You want to put the domain name there. And if you don't have a site, you feel free to just use the generalwestusa.com. But we do offer free sites through West USA Realty. If you haven't already done so, be sure to jump into your dashboard, and under the quick links tab, you can request a free landing page through West USA, and then grab that link once it's been created and drop it in here on your business page. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit enter. That little green check box on the right will show that it did update. I can now click out and cancel, or not cancel, but at least click out of that box, see if my changes have been saved. And there you go, westusa.com, or your URL, whatever it is that you see. From next there, enter your phone number. So same as before, we're gonna go 602-942-4200 and hit enter. Checkbox green, we're good to go. Once I go to click out of it, oh, that didn't work, did it? Let's try that again. All right, enter your phone number here, we go. All right. And should save. Oh, do I have to choose? Oh, that's right, forgot. Got to choose United States. On the left there, there's a little drop down arrow. We want to indicate where we are at and enter it again. All right, let's see. Here we go. Save. There we go. Confirmation that I'm doing something correctly. Close out of that box, and there's your phone number there. It should update for in your additional contact information. And last, you've got your enter your email address. We're going to go ahead and do that again at westusa.com. All right, saved, updated, exit out of that box, and it's just being temperamental today, aren't we? All right. If I can type this morning. All right. Try it again. Saved. Good to go. All right, well, we're having a little problem there. For some reason, it's just not working. All right, well, we're going to skip on. Hopefully it worked for you. Okay, so there's some additional information there for you. Edit a description. If you want to put in a description for your business, this is where you can add a description of what you do. It's a brief summary of your page. That was what we skipped in the beginning. If you ever want to come back to it, just know that it lives in your about section, and make sure to add that in there so people learn more about you and your business. Okay, from there, got everything filled out. Looks pretty good. We're good to go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and click back on, where are we at? The home tab on the left-hand side. So you'll notice on the left-hand side of your business page when you're in there, there's a lot to go through. There's a very large navigation of options for you as a business owner for a business page. On the left-hand side is home. So when you click on the home tab, that'll always take you back to your main page. I'm going to go ahead and say, stop showing this because I get it. All right. It wants me to invite friends, so I would go through that with you, but typically don't like to invite anybody or make any announcements until the page has been completely created and you've filled in all your information for the page. Because when you start letting people know that you have a business page, you want to make sure that everything's been filled out, looks good, you've got your logos and your colors and everything in place like you want it to be. Then you're ready to make an announcement and say, hey, I have a business page. I'm now an agent with West USA Realty. Whatever your opening post is going to be. If you are someone is looking to purchase a home, love to represent, and this is why you want them to use you. On the left-hand side of the screen, as I was starting off, the home tab will take you back to your home page here. You've got there's a manage shop tab. That's for e-commerce and retailers, so you can skip that one. As I mentioned with the ad center is right here. You can create ads, create an audience. If anybody is interested in running ads, Facebook does have an awesome tutorial section for learning how to use their ad center and creating ads. I will have a class later, probably in the year or month or two coming up. Keep an eye on our calendar for that. We'll get into some of the nuances of running ads, specifically as a real estate agent as well, because we're subjected to a lot of filtrations that other industries are not. And so due to fair housing and HUD and a lot of complaints that have happened in recent years. Facebook makes us, well, Facebook takes away a lot of the options that we have when it comes to targeting. Unfortunately, some folks out there have used their targeting to filter out and discriminate against folks when it comes to living in an area, renting an apartment. And so those changes have impacted our industry, not only as a real estate, but also as a brokerage. I know when we run ads from the brokerage standpoint, targeting other agents, we're still subject to those same filters. So it stinks, but we've got some workarounds for you. So if you keep an eye on that for that class, because it'll be fun and we can start running some ads. Your inbox will be where folks message you. If you have anybody who sends you a message to your business apps, it acts and looks a lot like an email client now, which is really nice. So you can use that feature as well. I'm gonna hit back and go to the main here. Your business app store. There are apps that integrate really well with your Facebook business page. This is something they've really expanded over the last year, which is awesome. Everything from appointments to reservations, e-commerce, you name it. So if there's something in there, appointments is a cool one. Find something that's relevant to the real estate industry. You can check that out. Usually there is a cost associated with these other third parties, so be mindful of that. But we won't get into those because there's not a lot that really does help you guys out. But just running your CRM will provide you a lot of these opportunities as well. Resources and tools. After today, if you're stuck, you can either email me. I'm Keith, Keith @westusa.com. If you haven't picked up on that one, you can always email me. I can help you get through where you're at. The Resource Center is a great place to learn about how to use your business page. Live video, chats, keeping in touch with your customers for those who are interested in using that aspect of the page, and just general overall use of Facebook's business pages, which is really neat. Things that you could never, probably never thought of, that Facebook is always adding in crazy stuff to help you stay connected and grow your business. If you're hiring, you can use your even job applications and manage your jobs. You can run ads through Facebook as well, which is crazy. Your notifications will tell you if anyone has liked your information, shared anything. Any and all notifications would live in your notification center, which is really nice. Insights. Now, this is a cool one. One of the reasons why I said using Facebook is really cool because you can see what people do when they visit your page. Now, since this page is brand new and I just created it, there's not going to be anything to look at. There's no metrics. Nothing has actually happened because we just made it in the last 30 minutes. However, I will take you into the Insights tab on our main business page at West USA, so you can get an idea of what you can expect in the way of insights and really get an understanding of whose page or who's visiting your page and what content they're clicking on and how they're engaging with you, how long they're coming on the page, which is really nice. Actions on our page in the last week, we've had 2. Woo, rocking and rolling there. Been a quiet week, so a lot of stuff distracting us right now, unfortunately, when it comes to social media. We're not visiting pages, we're just consuming news right now. Page views, 71 page views in the last week, so that tells me 71 people have actually come and visited our main page. Page views, you can change and can hover over the information tool, the tip tool here, the little eye in each of the boxes will tell you what you're looking at and give you a better understanding of the metrics. But it's the number of times people have visited the profile and viewed by logging in and taking a look at your content. Page likes, anybody who's liked our page in the last week, we're down 50%. So we probably had 6 last week before that. Page research, page reach, 910 folks in the last week, so we're up 200%, so that's good. Your page reach is going to tell you how many people have had content in their feed from your page. So when we push out content, which we do several times a day, we're getting a lot of reach. And so when you have good reach, that means people are seeing your content. And the great thing again about Facebook is this is all free. We're not spending money for people to see this content. So, just setting yourself up an editorial calendar, going through your content, and, pushing out things consistently. I always tell folks, be consistent, not constant. We don't need to hear about every aspect of your day, what you just ate, how you're feeling, any arguments you've had with someone recently. Keep it positive when it comes to creating content. Um, I I know that when it comes to pushing out content, we want to create high value content that people are going to look at. It's memorable, and when I say consistent, meaning Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, when you create an editorial calendar, create a theme for each one of those days or the days of the week. In the beginning, start off small. 1, 2 posts, 3 posts a week will help you kind of get your cadence down. When you're comfortable with creating your content and pushing it out, then you can up your frequency. But if Mondays are going to be motivational, or Fridays are going to be something funny or personality piece, entertainment, education. What are the 4 E's? There's empowering, entertain, educate, and there's one more. I can't remember that one, but I'll get it to you. Using your content and then using these insights and these metrics to see how things are performing of the videos we pushed out. How long people are watching videos and page follows. So scrolling down through your insights, you can see once you start to kick out that content at a clip, I can look and see, okay, in the last few days of the things that I've posted, what was the type of it? Was it an image? Was it a video? Who was the target, which is pretty much everyone on our page, and then who did it reach? So 136 people organically saw my post from yesterday. Okay, well, wow, this one really jumps out. Why'd that one do so well? Well, that's because it was our top producers. And so when we push out our top 25 from the month before, that's always a really popular post. That one gets a lot of likes and comments because it names so many people in the post. And so naturally people like it, share, comment, congratulations. Who doesn't love to see their name in the top 25, especially as an agent? It means you're doing something, you're hustling. We got that low inventory, you're still making things happen. So I look forward to seeing your guys make that list as well. But that organic content right there, 658 people saw it. So that's great. That's free. And so if you put out a quick video on best patios to sit on this time of year, I know we're all trying to stay distant, so patios are popular, but thankfully restaurants are still open and we're able to get out there. But as a neighborhood expert, you should be eating in all these places, talking to the owners, what's the most popular menu item, and then come back to social media or Facebook and create a post on that. Do a quick write-up. You can do a long form post on Facebook and then see how that post performs. Share that post in the neighborhood closed group 85085 Norterra is where I live, and that's closed group, 3,000 plus community members in there. And as an agent, you can go into these closed groups and be subtle about it. You don't have to hit people over the head. Just listed, just sold, new listing. Talk about creating value around the community. What's happening? Best splash pads to visit in the summertime. New brewery opening up. Go meet with the owner. Go meet with the general manager. Interview them. Do a quick video. Why did they decide to move into the neighborhood? What are they looking forward to as far as menus on their menu? Do they do any nonprofit work? Do they give back at all to the community? What's some things that you can do to partner with them and then use that content? That's what I consider high value, because you're not speaking to people who always have an intent in buying or selling, but you're educating them and establishing a relationship with them. So the next time they have a need, they'll think of you because, hey, Keith always puts out some really cool stuff. That's right, he's an agent too. I should probably reach out to him because my brother wants to buy a house. So. And then other pages, you can keep an eye on all your other competitors and see what they're doing, which is really cool. As you can see here, we follow other agents and or other brokerages and see what's happening with them, because it's important for us to stay abreast of what's happening in our industry. All right, so I really beat a horse on the on the insights. Moving right along, you've got a navigation tab for your insights. So you can go through all your stuff, whether you want to see insights on people. I can break down demographics and see of our followers, of our 3.5 thousand, 62% of those are female, 38% of those are men. I can see what county or state they live in, which is really cool, where they're coming from and who's viewing from where. So obviously we have, Phoenix is where we live and play. So naturally that's gonna be the #1, but hey, I see we've got a few folks from Buckeye. Let's see who's all the way down here. We've got some fans in France and Brazil, so always interesting to see how we get out there in the world. Your fans, your followers, who's following, people you've reached, you can really break down this demographic, which is neat to see and have a better understanding of how your page is performing. So, all right, I'm going to back out here to the main page, or the whoop. Where'd it go here? Let's see, one more. All right. That was Insights. Publishing tools is going to be a real popular one for you as well. Again, navigating and acclimating ourselves here. If you ever want to just cut out the clutter, you don't want to see all the ads or pop-ups and all that stuff, you can click on Publishing Tools. Publishing Tools will take you into all your last posts, and you can see how they performed. I can click on the actual post itself and then look at the demographics, or sorry, look at the analytics here and the insights on the right-hand side, which is really neat. As I mentioned earlier, my post from yesterday, when they say reach and engagement, what are they doing specifically? So of the 136 people we reached, 3 reacted. We had 3 likes, and no wows, loves, but you know how we always use those little emojis to express emotion. You can see what people are clicking on. So from there, if anyone clicked on the post, it'll tell you that as well. And if there's a link to it or shares, people will do the same thing as well. So I can go through here. Of the 658 people on our top producers post, we had 21 likes, we had 1 wow, we had 5 love, and so these tell us a lot. Now, a little tip for you there, of these guys, the little emojis on the right-hand side, the emotion cons, the like is great, but if anyone clicks on love or sad or angry, Facebook actually puts a little more weight on these guys than they do the like button. So if a lot of people are loving it, or a lot of people are laughing, and then especially commenting, Facebook gives a lot more value to those over just the like button alone. So usually and knowing that when I see content, I choose to select one of these ones that are relevant to how I feel, because as those numbers grow, Facebook will start to push out your content more organically to people who they think may like your content, or friends of friends, or family friends. So keep that in mind when creating content. You want people to use these guys more than just a like, and you certainly want them to comment and share. Sharing and commenting are the other 2 big indicators that will get you some weight when it comes to creating content. All right. What are we doing? Okay, so navigating, let's go back to your main page, or my business page. Okay, we're gonna go click out of that one and jump back into mine here. As you can see, you like yours, if it's brand new, no insights yet, so nothing really to look at, except for what I just posted when it comes to cover photos and profiles. So I'm gonna click on where am I at? There we go. All right, back to my main page. Whoop, why am I okay, home? There we go. Man, they do move stuff around from time to time. Clicking on the home will take you back to your main business page here. Scrolling through, looking at your content, making sure you're all set. Creating an ad. Insights, they've got some small little clip windows here that will actually pull out some of the stuff I just showed you and kind of have it live on your main page. Your audience does not see this. You're only seeing it because you're the admin for your page as you go through. Now, scrolling back up to the top here, I want to show you guys on the right across the navigation here in the center. On the right-hand side, there's 3 little dots. That's an ellipsis there. That 3 little dots will open up another small little panel. One of the funny things about Facebook is there's like multiple places that you can go in order to do 1 or 2 things, which is crazy. But clicking on that 3 little ellipses, these are other actions that you can perform. Liking your page. So if you haven't done so already, when you click like, that'll like from your personal page. So again, even though you're a business and you're the admin, you can still like your own page, so you can be the first person to like you. And follow, share, create page, like as your page, and then invite friends. So sharing and invite friends is where we want to go when we want to make the announcement that, hey, I have a business page. And if you already have a page and you haven't done this to date yet, this is a great way to kind of prime your social media, get that word out there. Inviting friends is an awesome place to go. And anybody that you're connected with on your personal page, send them an invite. If you haven't done so already, get your Facebook page going. Go through and of the 667 friends that I have here, I can individually click on their name, or I can hit select all and just spam everybody that you now have a page. But go through and send each an individual invite through Messenger as you do it, which is really cool. If you click on that person's, I don't want to see here. Let's do this. Let's choose somebody who knows I'm training and I don't just invite them to a weird page. Okay, so I'm gonna use Nick Wiedekamp, who is our VP, Executive Vice President here at West USA Realty. So I'm gonna click on that. Then I'm gonna choose also send each invite in the Messenger. What this does is it sends it as a message, and people tend to look at their messages as opposed to just a normal notification that happens in the upper right-hand corner here, and it says, oh, Keith thinks you may like this. So sending a message individually is great, and statistically it's shown too, when you send a message or something comes in the message, people are more apt to actually do that. I also like the share tab here again, clicking on share, and then this basically will post to your personal page and making a general announcement. Hey everybody, just created my business page. I'm now a real estate agent with West USA Realty. Excited to be in the industry. If you or someone you know looking to purchase a home, whatever your announcement is to you, that's a great way to make an announcement and let everybody know that you are now an agent. That's a quick way and easy way to get some likes to your page. Feel free to like my page. Look forward to content from me. Look for content from me in regards to neighborhoods, market stats, tutorials on moving into a home. What does the contract process look like? What happens throughout those steps of the content or contract? Educate folks on the home buying and selling process. Recall back on some of your past transactions, and then use those as motivation and as content when it comes to creating posts on your page. So that's sharing, that's inviting folks. That's a great way to do that. You'll see right here, you can always view your business page as a visitor. So clicking on that, now you can see what your page is going to look like when people visit your page, and not all the other navigation stuff that you saw there. So you can always take a look at this and make sure your page is performing and looks the way you want it to, which is really nice. And you can always exit out of that when you're done, back to this page here. So creating content, I had some content ideas for you guys that were really cool. When it comes time to creating a post, you'll see right here, easy thing to do is create a post on your tab from your main page if you want to do one really quickly there. Another option for you guys is the Creator Studio. Now I'm going to open this in a new tab. We built our business page out, but now we want to talk about creating content. Content is it's going to be different for everybody, but some tactics for you guys that I think that will really work well. As I mentioned earlier, with video, video 80% of the content is video now on Facebook. If you're not using video, highly recommend it. Facebook wants you to use video. Facebook will reward you for using video. Video is statistically shown to have more engagement. People want to consume content. The message is highly retained in a form of a video than any other way. 95% of the message is retained through video than reading, auditory. The whole picture is put out there for them, which is really nice. People engage with video more, statistically shown. There is a publishing tool called Creator Studio. Whether you went to Google and just did a search for Creator Studio, and then if it's your first time visiting it'll ask you to get started. But since you're logged into the same browser, it'll get you rocking and rolling. But the studio allows you to create and publish content, and it gets rid of all the other stuff that can distract us when it comes to Facebook. Creator Studio will allow me to look at all of all my content, all the other pages that we manage, if you've got multiple pages. But creating a post, real simple and real nice. On the left-hand side here, creating a post, little drop-down box will open for you. First one there is creating a post. You can add stories, upload video, multiple videos. So if you've got a couple different episodic tutorials or how-tos, informative videos. You can upload those all at one time. Of course, you can always go live from your Facebook page, which is awesome. Great tactic for you folks who are looking to do open houses but not able to get into the home. You can actually go live from your house or your desktop device, and from there you can showcase the home by sharing your screen. Really cool tactic on that one. I have a video class that we talk about going live, especially with COVID right now. Not a lot of folks want people coming to their home. Agents take all the video and photos and their information, put it into a folder on their desktop, and then they go live. They go live from their desktop, and then they'll share their screen, and then you can do a virtual open house. Really cool play on that one. A lot of agents have been doing that and been very successful in this past year, so recommend doing that as well. As you can see, creating a post is pretty simple. I'll show that to you again. Let me discard that. On the left-hand side, create a post. I'm going to choose the first option there, a little window popping up. These are all these other pages that we have. First one, West USA Realty. If that's your only page, then this create post window will open up. And in the box right there, what's on your mind? What do you want to share? What do you want to talk about? Just, visited, new restaurant, whatever. The name of the restaurant, as we spoke about, like best places to eat, put all your content in there. You've got a lot of room. You can do a long form post about making an announcement, and then all these other options, whether it's a video, sharing a photo, that can accompany. Maybe it's a picture of that amazing hot dog or hamburger that you ate at the restaurant, whatever the case may be. And then that photo will load in there for you. So creating a post is super easy to do. Take your time. Hashtags are real popular, are becoming more popular on Facebook. Hashtags have always been there on Facebook, but Facebook is really now putting an emphasis on hashtags and adding more dimension to it so that you can actually aggregate. So, hashtag real estate, hashtag Arizona real estate, whatever that works for you. But creating the content, really simple and easy to do. When you're all done, this is the neat thing about Facebook. You can either publish right away, which would go live immediately on your Facebook page, or choosing that little arrow in the bottom right corner there, you can select schedule. Now, this is an awesome opportunity for you guys as agents. You can load up a lot of posts on a Sunday night for the upcoming week, and you can schedule those out not only by the date, but actually by, lost my cursor. Also, you can schedule those out by time. So you can choose what times a day. And as I mentioned, Wednesdays and Thursdays are most popular. Midday is a great time to post as well. And then those will drop in for you while you're out doing all the other things that you have to do as a real estate agent, which is really cool. And then your social media will appear to be active. And then, of course, keep an eye on those comments, likes, and shares. Anybody and anyone who jumps into your content, be sure to engage with them. Back at our main business page, I want to show you a really cool tactic that I think agents don't take advantage of, definitely underutilized. Anybody who engages with your social media, if you already know them or you already have a conversation with them, be sure to go back to your posts and look for those likes and hover over those likes and see, okay, Carol, Jill, Emily liked the post from yesterday. Or the next one here, Les George and then Shelly liked that one. Keep an eye on your posts, and especially if it has to do with around community or any content you put out, working with a nonprofit, giving back this time of year, things that you can do. Anyone who comes in and comments or likes, click on their name and then send them a message. Of course, if it's their business page, follow them back, but go to their page and then send them a message. Hey, notice you liked my content from yesterday, and ask them a question. Engage them in a relationship and see if they can, see if they want to play back, and then really start working with them. Do you live in the area? Notice you liked the comment about the restaurants. How long have you lived there? Thank you so much. Do you have, anyone looking to sell? I mean, you guys know your spiel. So jump into those engagement sections and message those folks back and thank them, and then start a conversation. Great tactic for you guys when it comes to building the relationship. Okay, so that's kind of the nuts and bolts of creating a business page. These are the basics. You could get lost in here for a while, but like I said, make sure you visit the Business Page Center. If you do a search for Facebook business pages, whoop, that probably helps my, there we go, business page. Facebook has a Facebook creating business page presence. So they have a great tutorial section. They already have tutorials and create how-tos before they even roll new stuff out. If you have any questions after this, remember I said you can email me. I'm Keith, Keith @westyusa.com. And excuse me, visit the Facebook business page, Facebook for Business, and they will give you a ton of different stuff that you can do to perform and utilize your Facebook business page to the best of your ability. Great question here from Debbie. What are the rules regarding the Realtor, MLS, and Fair Housing logos? Do they need to be on your page? Good question. Yes, absolutely. In order to keep yourself in compliance, you'll notice on our main business page in our cover photo, in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a R, MLS, and a Fair Housing. You can ask this question to a lot of different people and probably get a couple different answers. I've heard it's not important. I've heard from Judy Lowe's mouth, our commissioner, that you definitely want to have those. Most importantly, I think it is you want to be branded. Identifying the brokerage with the large logo, it doesn't have to be super large, but having your logo in your cover photo, identifying yourself as an agent and in your broker, what brokerage you're with, those will keep you out of trouble in compliance. I mean, not you would get in trouble, but they do want those on your marketing material. And so the nice thing about the cover photo is if all that is on there, then it pretty much covers you for anything that then lives on your page moving forward. So like these, any advertisement, certainly want to have those on there and be in compliance, but those cover the whole page. So I don't have to put that on everything that I push on my main page, as long as it's up at the top of the header and identifying myself. I know Judy had said that as long as everyone's one click away from gaining that information, you guys should be good to go. So don't believe you have any other issues with that. But as I mentioned, all of our classes, this class and our future ones, our past ones, are all on our West USA YouTube channel. So feel free to visit those to get more information. Next week's class coming up is going to be Instagram Basics for Real Estate Professionals. And so that'll be again here at 10 a.m. With me. If you don't already, download the app, create yourself an account. We'll go through the basics, creating a page or creating an Instagram account and how to use it. Again, as I mentioned, Instagram is a fast-growing platform for millennials, higher education, higher income earner, great demographic. That's our target audience that we want to look for. And especially if you're targeting millennials, that's where I live and play right now. They are heavily influenced by others who use Instagram. Millennials don't really make buying decisions based on traditional advertising anymore. They're more of like, if someone's using it, someone's engaging with it, then they're more apt to make that decision. And they're all doing that through Instagram. So hopefully that'll be a great one for you as well. But as always, thank you guys so much for joining us. That is it for today. If you have any questions about posting, again, email me. I'm Keith @westyusa.com, and I think we're good to go. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon.